Whoa. Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to something I made. This is Animus Abinde. This is my custom Doom WAD that I've been working on since the pandemic started. I don't really have a huge deadline for this. I don't really know when it's going to be finished. But yeah, if you're unfamiliar with Doom WADs, they're custom levels made. This one was made using a Slade and Doom Builder 2. This is just a quickie because I don't have a lot of time to really dedicate to an LP right this minute, so I just kind of figured I'd put a midweek sort of thing out for myself. Plus, I've been teasing this for a long time. I mean, I love me my foreplay, but sometimes you gotta show off all the goods and just be like, alright, let's do this. So, as the title is called Animus Abinde, it means force from within, or violence from within. It's just two Latin words I thought sounded cool to put together with alliteration. So, I decided not to do Ulcer because it's massive and I didn't have enough space on the flash drive because I did not want to download it, so I'll do that one some other day. That was the first Doom WAD I actually finished. But, yeah, this is not finished. This is a public beta. You can, find the link in the description. It'll take you to my Dropbox that has this on there. It also has Ulcer available to play. That's actually a finished build of it. I might update it in the future. I highly doubt it, but still. Let's turn off the music here real fast. There we go. So, yeah, this runs only in GZDoom. I coded it specifically to run only in GZDoom, so you cannot run this in anything like PRBoom, Chocolate Doom, or I don't even think it'll work in just regular ZDoom. I programmed this specifically for GZDoom. It does use custom monsters, as you can see in the file that was showing up here every now and then, and that's just a stock photo of Mars. I'm pretty sure that's Mars. I don't know. All the pictures I took were from Mars. There's also a text story in the README, I'm pretty damn sure, which I don't want to alt-tab and try and find it right now, but there is actually a story I wrote for this. It's pretty ham-fisted and cheesy and fun. But bottom line, you're a space marine on Mars, it sucks, it's boring, and you have a next-door roommate who is blaring death metal and screaming about Satan. So, yeah. I mean, it's not really important. There is overarching story that I have in the actual, details, I guess, but, it doesn't really matter. This is gonna be a big video. I'm not gonna really break it up because I feel it's kind of interesting just to see my perspective on everything as well. So, anyways, this is actually very difficult. I am still considering tweaking some of the difficulty in general because, I don't know, man. I actually tweaked a lot of it, I remember, in testing because it was very difficult as hell in some of the sections, but we'll get into that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm pretty stoked, I don't look at all that nasty code. Don't look at that. So, there's no difficulty adjustment. Nightmare is gonna, always be on, its own difficulty, but technically I designed it to be on UV, because why not? I'm actually considering putting in a joke that every time you pick a level with I'm Too Young to Die, that the game actually, spawns in just a million arch files, but I don't have the energy to do that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. So, right away, you'll notice I have changed the music to be all Doom MIDIs. The beginning in MIDI was actually from Heretic as well, because I really just wanted to, keep it feeling doomy. This is also called The Dorms of the Dead, so let's get into it. We have a armor pack, and I put little flavor text. The books are enticing, but you don't have time to read. Also, the boring green text appears on the monitor. These little things I added because I thought it would be fun, and the sofa is very comfy, but you don't have time to sit. I quite enjoy it. Also, this will actually raise the light in the room a tiny bit. There's some sectors that are tagged to this, so I don't want to change it because I think it's funny, but I'll show it off later. This is supposed to be like a little computer station. We also have a little health pack here. You also see with mouse look. This is enabling with jumping and crouching and stuff with GZDoom. But no, I did not design it to be based on Brutal Doom. So, anyways, you can also see there's coffee in here. If we actually interact with it, we get little health bonuses. So, right off the bat, you can see I was very inspired by Duke 3D, just to try and get, some funny little, gimmicky things. So, let's get into the actual guts. First of all, do not stand still. Like I said, I designed this to be very difficult. I have a very high skill ceiling, so yeah. Also, you can interact with these closets, and they give you some shotgun shells as well. I believe over here is the armor vest, yeah. So, anyways, we got a lot of dudes. I wanted to make it to where the player starts off, and by the way, I've played tons and tons of Doom, and tons of WADs, so I wanted to make sure that I incorporated aspects of what I know about Doom level design, FPS level design in general, and just my own game design thoughts in general, because, you know, it's pretty important. And by the way, this build that I'm playing right now, Map 5 is only available in this, so... Actually, you know, I'm going to break this video into parts level by level, because if I don't, it'll take 100 years to upload, so I might as well. So, I wanted it to be that the player started with a shotgun, and had to work their way up to getting a double-barrel shotgun, because I did not want the player to just immediately start off and just kick some shit in. I wanted it to be just, you gradually got your weapons. So, anyways, my other influence for this was just, it was something to do during the beginning of the pandemic, and it kept me from, like, freaking out, because, I mean, it was really nerve-wracking, obviously, so, I mean, this was my little way of, you know, distracting myself. Also, you can see here, I did these little, like, slats. I will probably change the sky texture eventually, but, you know, it is what it is. This little cute doodad here, if you interact with it, actually lowers his health kit, which is a secret. And like I said, these don't actually do anything, but the blood does actually hurt you if you step in it, which is something I wanted to add. This is also another secret as well. You can see I did add a lot of design to just these basic rooms. Another thing is, I haven't worked fully into lighting yet. That might be a last-minute thing, because, I don't know, I usually do lighting last, or anything like that in general, because it generally takes the longest time. Also, this door is too hot to touch. If you see a door in this WAD that says something like that, it probably will not open. So, there's that. Like, I just wanted to be, like, little background things that you could see. I'm gonna do this every time, like, I explain something. So, basically, yeah, there's a lot of little interactable goodies that I put in each map, so also I would not recommend opening this door, hence why I put a corpse out in front of it. I'll show that off later. So, you can also see that, like, most of the things have general basic text. I think this one's something different, no. But yeah, these little coffee cups will actually give you HP back. This one's blood, so it doesn't do anything. I love how I took the time to do this, because I had nothing better to do. Also, some of the rooms have different designs as well, because I didn't want it to be boring. This is supposed to be a snack machine, and if you interact with it, it just spits out gibs. These will infinitely spawn, and they don't do anything. They're just there because I found that function funny. This is a water cooler, so if you actually interact with it, it spits out a health kit. So, it was really fun. So also you can see that I have a little blood trail going here. There's a pinky in here chewing on a corpse of the Hell Knight. So right away you can see that I really wanted the player to be like, oh shit. That's why I didn't want to start you off with a double barrel immediately. Ow, that really hurts. I haven't played Doom in a while. This is a very impromptu video I decided to do. So, yeah, the bed doesn't do anything. I don't think I have anything planned for that either. I think that's actually a missing texture right there, but I don't think it is. So all the light switches also do the same thing, so... I believe this one doesn't have anything in it, yeah. And this one is blood, okay. So, the reason I want to explain something here. I wanted to make sure that, as you can see before I go in here, there's tons of little health and armor bonuses. I wanted it to be that the more a player played, the better they played, the less likely they were to be penalized and have a reward of having overheal, because I think that's a good concept. And this is the room that's supposed to be... You know, this is an issue with GZDoom, and I need to fix this, but let's see if it shows it up. Yeah, you can see this is actually a texture. This is a whole entirely different sector. This is supposed to actually be the Baron texture, the one with the face on it, like the pentagram face, and it's the Archvile texture. For some reason, it doesn't show up, and I need to change that because it's supposed to look like a guy got sacrificed next door to your dorm, in the README file, it says something about complaining about him yelling about death metal and stuff. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think this guy has coffee. Yeah, you can actually get some coffee if you interact with this. The way this works, by the way, is you can see that the coffee right here is actually numerous sectors. Or sorry, it's one sector, but each side def actually has the spawn health bonus attributed to it. So that's how that works. Also, there's a secret in here if you interact with the bookshelf. And we go all the way back down here, we get a handy-dandy box of shells. So, I really wanted the player to, like, look at the environment. I mean, now that I spoiled it, it's whatever, but all this is subject to change, so not everything might be different in the future. I definitely want to improve this room. I can safely say that the map design does greatly improve. I will say this is actually the first map I designed for this level set, and it just started out as a bored project because, like I said at the beginning of the pandemic, I was terrified I was not going to have a job because everyone was almost either getting laid off or close to being laid off. So it was really spooky. This is not designed to be speedrun, which is funny, I bet, because obviously I'm a speedrunner for Quake, so it's very weird that I didn't make it speedrunnable, but, you know, whatever. There's also lots of background detail, like the dead Marines. You can see that there's the black smoke particle effects coming off of them. I kind of wanted it to be like they were being corrupted, hence why... Oh shit, I shouldn't have opened that. Oops. Well, let's pretend I didn't open it, but, also, you can see in a second, you can see it says game saved. There's actually certain line defs that I've incorporated to actually have a quick save feature. That way the player doesn't have to do it themselves. Because I didn't really design this to be, like, impossible, but if you screw up, at least you don't have to replay sections over and over and worry about what you quick saved or not. So here's the red keycard area. It's pretty basic. This is actually an issue right here with this barrel, or this sector. I don't know what I did. I originally wanted it to be a secret that I can't remember how I was activating. I think it was like pushing the wall, and you'd wrap around over there to your dorm that you start in. But I never did it, so I don't know, man. It was an idea, and it didn't work. And the sector kept like making noise because I screwed something up in the coding. But I just like the fact that it makes noise, so I just kept it in there. It's probably not a good idea, but I like it. This is just supposed to be a cafeteria. I was bored. I don't know, man. And you can see this needs a blue skull to open, and this one needs a yellow key card. And this sends heavy snot-filled breathing can be heard on the other side. That door does not open, ever. I can tell you this right now, because I made it. So, basically, that line def that we passed, where it saved, that opens up this door right here, which... You can see, it's an arch file that I kind of ruined already, so I kind of wanted it to be that the player had to... Oh, that was a dumb idea. But the player has to side strafe and push him back into there. That's the trick there, and you get, of course, your super shotgun, because I wasn't going to make you not have it for that long. So this room is obviously dark. You feel too stressed to relax on this sofa. I don't think there's anything in there. You feel like you're being watched as you look at the books. And then, if we interact in the coffee, actually no, it's this, demonic runes fly across the screen, and if we interact with that, it spawns a invisible cacodemon, which gives you the blue skull key. So you'd only know that was there because it's an empty room. And so the blue skull key opens up this little secret, which contains some backpacks and the rocket launcher. So I really did want to, like, you know, kind of give it a good, like... The secret areas were optional, and you had to have keys to unlock some of them. So, this room I really do want to tweak. I kind of think it's a bit bullshit, and I will admit that fully. So, anyways, it's a little bit too narrow, and you may be thinking, oh, this looks really easy, because you're just dodging left and right. But if you've ever played Doom, you understand that if you get stuck in a doorway and you shoot at the wrong time, it's incredibly frustrating. I've also made it so that almost every single door in this entire WAD, that a demon is able to actually interact with it. So, and you can see what I mean by the lighting gets broken. This sector is actually tagged to this light, like, fixture. I actually can show it off after this. It's really funny. So that's why these skulls have like a weird, like kind of like lighting on them if you see the sprites. But I also designed it to where the lights up there flicker. But you see that? That's something small. And there's a secret associated to all this as well. This area is fine. This isn't the part that I think is bullshit that I need to fix, but you'll see what it is in a minute. So, rather than using specters, because you can easily just look up and see them, I decided to use GZDoom's feature that has the invisible monster property. So you can get some pinkies, because as you can see, in the background, we can actually like see up there, so it's not really beneficial, I guess. So I want it to be an actual surprise, like, oh shit, and then all of a sudden. But this part, I'm okay with it. So, as you can see, there's a blinking sector over here. If we... oh, sorry, it's this skull pile, I think. No. You see, I should know this because I designed this, but I'm... oh no, it is, it's this one. So if we interact with this... oh, hell. I like how I don't even know my own secrets, man. I'm the worst programmer ever. But, well, I probably broke it. I don't know. That's supposed to drop down and you get a chainsaw for free. So, it's irrelevant because most players don't care about the chainsaw, but why is that sector not activating? That is so iffy. But you get the idea. That's up there. This is, like I said, I need to actually test this area more and do some important testing. Because, obviously, I'm not the best programmer ever, and I'm very amateur at best, so... anyways, let's move on, because this area is awful. So, I'll show you guys the little secret I was talking about that's not really a secret. If we just keep interacting with this over and over and over, you can see it lights up the room to an insane degree, which also starts to light this area up even more. So, if you actually want to, you can kind of like crank the like gain in that room until it's like way too bright. So, little jump scare sort of thing I put in there. This is supposed to be a bathroom. It's nothing very exciting. I don't think it's that good. You can see I actually made some little water splashes from the sinks. The sinks are broken and messed up. That's supposed to be a mirror, unfortunately. And these are supposed to be like toilet stalls. A little thin, but you know, it's space. Give it an excuse. And of course, yep, it wouldn't be a Doom WAD without a million fucking arch files. So I also made it so every single level can be finished with a pistol start. And this is probably the hardest thing I've actually done with this WAD, is I've made it to where if you actually want to, you can play through the entire game pistol start, or you can play it with a like sequential playthrough. See, this is what I was trying to do in that one room, but for some reason it just didn't want to do it. And I'm not very proud of this. I kind of want to change this into a skybox instead or something else. I don't know. I'm not really fond of it. But also it opens up this side area, which contains more dudes. And it makes this little kind of like power push of, do I kill the archviles? Do I just exit the level? What do I do? Daddy, help me! So, that was my idea with that one. I don't really think it's a terrible starting level. It's pretty okay. It almost passes as a my first WAD kind of level, and I'm not really ashamed of that. So, yeah. I just wanted the player to make sure, you can see by my ammo counts and everything, that the player has enough ammo for each level, and that the player doesn't get overpowered as hell. So, I wanted to make sure that the player got a good dosage of, like, if you're carrying over to the next level, you don't just have, like, a million plasma cells, and, like, you had to actually use all of your ammo up in each level to make sure you didn't die, and you actually had stuff left over for the next one. So, that was the design intent on this one. I'm pretty proud of it, actually. So, that's pretty much it for this level. And also, this music is from Heretic as well. So, I also like it because it, like, ends! It's like a cute little thing. So, I'll see you guys in the next one.